watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Just this afternoon, Governor Tom Wolf announced the closure of all Pennsylvania schools. All kindergarten through 12th grade Pennsylvania schools will be closed for 10 business days, effective Monday, March 16th. Wolf said that ensuring the health and safety of students and school communities is his top priority as governor. The Wolf administration will continue to monitor COVID-19 in the state, and at the end of 10 days, will reevaluate to decide whether continued closure is needed. Also, eligible schools will serve meals to low-income students through either a drive-through or grab-and-go format during the closure. More big news this afternoon as President Donald Trump announced he's declaring the coronavirus pandemic a national emergency. During his speech at the Rose Garden, the president said that $50 billion would be set up for state and local governments to respond to the outbreak. He's also given the Secretary of Health and Human Services emergency authorities to waive federal regulations to give healthcare professionals and hospitals flexibility in treating patients. The administration is also awarding over $1 million to 2 companies trying to develop rapid COVID-19 tests that detect within an hour whether or not a person is positive for the virus. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Gassat announced today he's been working with officials to stay up to date on the coronavirus. Gassat urges residents to practice proper hygiene by washing their hands regularly, avoiding contact with sick people, cleaning surfaces frequently, and avoiding large crowds. He's also stated that Lehigh Valley Health Network is providing free COVID-19 screenings online and by phone. You can call 1-888-402-LVHN or complete an LVHN video visit by downloading the My LVHN app. According to the mayor, the city has also undertaken aggressive cleaning procedures in City Hall and other public facilities to protect both the public and city personnel. Public access to City Hall will be limited beginning Monday, March 16th, to administration areas. The Diocese of Scranton issued a recent guide for parishioners regarding the coronavirus. The diocese updated its guidelines in accordance with recommendations from the Pennsylvania Department of Public Health and CDC. Bishop Joseph Bambera, in union with the bishops of Pennsylvania, has dispensed the parishioners of the diocese from the obligation to attend Sunday Mass. However, all regularly scheduled masses will remain open to the public for those who wish to attend. The diocese encourages anyone feeling sick, especially with flu-like symptoms, to stay home. Parishioners should also receive communion via hand and refrain from the use of holy water upon entering or exiting the church. The health and safety of parishioners, staff, students, and families are paramount interest to the diocese. Also, all Catholic schools in Lackawanna and Luzerne counties will be closed from March 16th through the 20th and will be moving to distance learning. More sexual assault cases were filed against a Hazleton man already accused of rape. 28-year-old Vincent Cropper was charged for the sexual assault of a 15-year-old girl back at his home, October of 2017. 2 new cases were filed against him by Hazleton police Thursday. 2 women came forward and alleged that Cropper raped them. One incident happened in July of 2015 and the other, September of 2012. He faces charges of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, kidnapping, rape, and indecent assault. He was denied bail in the most recent cases and has been in prison since March. A Tamaqua woman will face jail time for swinging a deadly weapon at her neighbor back in January of 2019. A Schuylkill County jury found 43-year-old Jennifer Hosier guilty of simple assault and recklessly endangering another person. Tamaqua police charged her with hitting her former neighbor with a machete January 28th during an altercation on Schuylkill Street. She was sentenced to serve 9 to 18 months in prison and must report to jail March 25th. State Representative Tara Toohill's office will be temporarily suspending walk-in service over COVID-19 concerns. The announcement was made today that her Broad Street office will not be providing walk-in service until further notice. Two Hills staff will still be able to assist residents over the telephone or online with any state government-related matter. You can reach Two Hills office by calling 570-453-1344 or through email at t2hill@pahousegop.com. Officials in McAdoo are contemplating ways to pay for sidewalks that need replacing all along Kennedy Drive. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation determined the new sidewalks are needed for the Route 309 project. The borough must come up with its portion of the cost, which is estimated at $250,000. McAdoo received a $90,000 grant, which lowered the cost to $160,000. Council members are now looking for ways to pay for the project. They're currently looking for a grant, but in the meantime, are trying to get a loan. McAdoo Clares Elementary Middle School had an energy exhibit today. Wyln's Phil Kaufman was there and has the story.
Today we visited the McAdoo Clares Elementary and Middle School and joined some students for the Mobile Oilfield Learning Unit exhibit.
I'm the facilitator. I travel around to different schools with the MOLU, it's a Mobile Oilfield Learning Unit. It has 6 workstations with 24 different activities for the kids to work through.
Students learn about science, technology, engineering, and math, and the many careers available in the energy industry through these hands-on educational activities.
Some hands-on ability to work with different items, porosity, viscosity, sedimentation. As you've seen the crane, they love the crane over there. And it gives them a little incentive. All the equipment out there nowadays is pretty much joysticks. So if you can work that crane, you can run equipment, basically.
We also spoke to science teacher Caitlin Hurley, whose class was currently visiting the exhibit.
This was organized in a group effort through our Title I teacher, Michelle Zakruski, as well as our 4th grade teacher. Our 4th and 8th grade students will be taking their science state assessments this year, so we brought this in as a fun way to bring state standards into a hands-on, brains-on learning activity for the students.
The MOLU can accommodate up to 48 students in a 90-minute session where they rotate through each station. Up to 4 sessions can be scheduled in a day, reaching almost 200 students.
The exhibits are great. They allow the students to kind of use their hands as well as their brains in order to figure out problems. It also does an excellent job of relating the science to everyday objects and uses that they have in their own homes and personal lives.
Reporting from the McAdoo Clares Elementary and Middle School, this is Philip Kaufman with WYLN News.
Thanks, Phil. Coming up on WYLN News, you can still get your Lenten fried fish down in Berwick. Plus, more cancellations and online classes throughout our area. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Some sunshine this weekend into Monday, but oh boy. I hope next week changes a little bit because right now, we might be getting a little snowy. We'll be right back.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Through all the cancellations, St. Mary's Church is still going strong with their Fish Fry Fridays during the Lenten season in Berwick.
St. Mary's, located at 1730 Fowler Avenue in Berwick, falls under the Diocese of Harrisburg and has been taking the precautionary measures asked of them regarding the coronavirus outbreak.
Well, we received the guidelines from Bishop Gaynor for our Diocese of Harrisburg, and we are complying with them and doing all that we can to comply with them out of a concern for our people.
The church was surprised of this week's turnout and plans to finish out the Lenten season by taking it 1 week at a time.
We're having it this week as usual, and we're going to take it week by week from here on in, see how the situation progresses or decreases. So we will be serving next week as well with phone-in orders. There'll be no in-house seating at that point for large gatherings. And we'll always have our factory takeouts. They're busy as usual, so we will be doing that also.
St. Mary's Lenten menu is as great as ever, with its annually outstanding fried fish, along with baked fish, shrimp, chicken tenders, fries, baked potato, corn, coleslaw, baked beans, and their mac and cheese, which they're always told is the best in the region. And that takeout number to call for those good pair of sheets out of Berwick is 570-759-9227.
And of course we have our homemade pies. I average anywhere 54 to 49 pies every week, and we never have any leftovers. And homemade rice pudding as well.
The church is following the guidelines straight out of Harrisburg because they need this fish dinner fundraiser annually.
We're doing our best to be safe here and keep everything nice and spotless, and that's why we're not going to have a large crowd in the dining room, because our seating capacity is over 200, and it is generally full for hours on Friday nights. So we're going to try and limit that and still be able to function.
If you'd like to read up on what the Diocese of Harrisburg's been up to in terms of COVID-19, be sure to check out hbgdiocese.org.
Wilkes-Barre's public information meeting on the city's sewer system scheduled for next week won't be held due to the outbreak. The meeting was to be held on the King's College campus, but the school suspended in-person classes Wednesday and asked resident students to leave by Saturday. Mayor George Brown canceled the meeting, saying he did not want to jeopardize the protocol of King's College, but also that the meeting would probably have a lot of elderly people in attendance who are more vulnerable to the virus. Some officials have advised against holding large public events in order to minimize the spread of the virus. As a result of the postponement, Brown said he will not make a presentation to Council March 26th on his recommendation to either sell or lease the system. Brown disclosed that 2 companies are interested in buying the system and 2 more are interested in leasing it. At this point, no cases have been reported in Luzerne County. Luzerne County Community College stopped holding face-to-face classes Thursday night because of the new virus. Those classes will be paused until March 19th, when most will switch to online sessions. However, some classes require hands-on learning, so instructors will devise alternate ways to teach students those skills. Many students were taking online courses this semester, and those courses will continue without interruption. LCCC's main campus in Nanticoke and its satellite centers in Hazleton and other locations will stay open. Students will have access to computer rooms, libraries, tutoring, and other services that don't require large group assemblies, which the college wants to avoid as a precaution. These new measures will continue until further notice. The PA Farm Show Complex announced cancellation of events in a proactive effort against COVID-19. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture announced today that effective Friday, March 13th, all public events scheduled for March at the PA Farm Show Complex and Expo Center would be canceled in response to COVID-19. Private meetings with 250 or more in attendance will also be prohibited. The remainder of events for the Keystone Truck and Tractor Pull have been canceled as well. The Harrisburg Heat regular season games have been terminated by the Major Arena Soccer League, but no final decision on playoffs just yet. For updates on events at the complex, visit farmshow.pa.gov. For the most accurate, timely information on COVID-19 in Pennsylvania, be sure to visit pa.gov/coronavirus. Coming up on Orangeville's News Choice, your week in review. Plus, we end our week on a positive note and have some cute pets for you to check out, so stay with us.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Churras. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Churras Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Ricardo. I'm running for president of Tacoland. This guy right here is fake. I know what it takes to make a real taco with a real corn tortilla with the cilantro, onions, and salsa. That's right. If you vote for me, I promise you, I will teach you how to make a real taco. That's right. Tune in to WYLN Channel 35, Cooking with Jay Zapata. That's right. Tune in, vote for me, and guess what? You're going to have the best tacos ever.
Monday, Second Lady of Pennsylvania Giselle Fetterman brought her statewide tour right to the city's backyard Friday to promote the 2020 census. Census 2020, Stand Up and Be Counted, is a 7-city tour of the state, promoting the importance of the upcoming census. Nearly 200 people gathered at the Hazleton One Community Center to listen to speakers in both English and Spanish. Representation from Governor Wolf's office are targeting the undercounted communities to make sure they participate in the 2020 census survey. The goal Friday night was to reach out to the city's undocumented residents that might decide to not participate out of deportation fears. Tuesday, Hazleton area recently stepped up their coronavirus precautions to ensure the safety and welfare of everyone in its school district. Parents and guardians were notified Monday by email, mailed letters, and automated phone calls from the district as a precaution against the new coronavirus or COVID-19. Superintendent Brian Uplinger said Hazleton area students who have left the country will have to wait 2 weeks and obtain a doctor's note before they can re-enter school, while Uplinger also asked parents to avoid overseas travel if possible. With Hazleton area's large Latino and Hispanic student population, some do travel back and forth from locations like the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Uplinger reassured that this is the district's way of trying to be proactive and not a result of any confirmed virus cases reported within the district. In the meantime, Uplinger said the district has been working out a plan to educate students in the event of a shutdown. Wednesday, officials in both Scranton and Wilkes-Barre decided to postpone their annual St. Patrick's Day parades this weekend due to health and safety concerns over the coronavirus. The St. Patrick's Parade Association of Lackawanna County decided Tuesday to postpone Saturday's festivities after talking with city officials. Wilkes-Barre Mayor George Brown held a press conference Wednesday afternoon announcing that though it wasn't an easy decision to cancel the parade, the safety of residents is their first concern. Many businesses in the Wilkes-Barre area and participants in the parade agree with the mayor that it's a good idea to put safety first. Both cities plan on rescheduling their 2020 parades for a later date. Thursday, the All One Foundation called a leadership summit on coronavirus outbreak responses Thursday afternoon in Wilkes-Barre. The regional leader in healthcare philanthropy in both northeastern and central Pennsylvania convened a major summit of the area mayors, hospital CEOs, and other healthcare professionals to talk coronavirus preparedness. Regional leaders presented their institutional response and readiness plans, the coordinated dissemination of information, and perceived or actual gaps in readiness that needed addressing. The big message from All One Thursday was, though we're living in challenging times from a healthcare perspective, the most important thing we need to do is remain calm, because we have the resources we need to make sure people have access to the best possible healthcare. Pay attention daily to information from the State Department of Health because they continually update the public. So, if you're not feeling great, give your doctor's office a call, because we do have access to the resources we need in northeastern and central Pennsylvania to meet this challenge head-on. Friday. Just this afternoon, Governor Tom Wolf announced the closure of all Pennsylvania schools. All kindergarten through 12th grade Pennsylvania schools will be closed for 10 business days effective Monday, March 16th. Wolf said that ensuring the health and safety of students and school communities is his top priority as governor. The Wolf administration will continue to monitor COVID-19 in the state, and at the end of 10 days, will reevaluate to decide whether continued closure is needed. Also, eligible schools will serve meals to low-income students through either a drive-through or grab-and-go format during the closure. That's it for your week in review, here on Wyln News.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
Whew, what a week. So, we'd like to end it on a positive note by introducing some lovable animals for you from the Luzerne County SPCA. Bruce is a black 2-year-old adult male APBT mix who's fun and full of energy. He's a showstopper who'd love to meet you. Pinky's our next pet of the week. She's a 3-year-old pit and boxer mix and a total sweetheart who'd thrive in a home with no other animals, so she can be your one and only. And last but not least, Beverly is a quiet and adorable medium-hair tortoiseshell feline who's currently looking for her forever home. To check out this trio or find out more about adoption, donating, and volunteering, you can contact the Luzerne County SPCA at 570-825-4111. You can also visit the shelter during adoption hours at 524 East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre. And speaking of the Luzerne County SPCA, a special event's taking place that'll help raise funds for the shelter. Spiritual medium Marianne Michaels will be doing readings to help connect people with loved ones and animals that have passed on. The event takes place Saturday, April 18th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at The Cafe at 120 Highway 315 in Wilkes-Barre. Cost $40 per person, and a reservation is required. You can reserve a tour spot online at spcaluzernecounty.org. Proceeds will benefit both the shelter and all of its furry friends. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor.